chance to fight the finals.
King Lava returning to his throne. This Mazer squad defeated the champions, the Titan Killers. That was NRG. We'll see what they can do against Reciprocity. It's champions and Titans #2 who have been in so many championship finals under the Echo Fox banner, the Team Envy banner, and now representing Reciprocity. Let's see what they can do. Powers with a good way to start.
It's not going to take long before this action gets underway. Eliminations from both sides. Franchise trying to even it up. With the flank coming out from Icy, they already get down. They get a second one as well. So Reciprocity already starting up hot, and they're putting their pedal to the metal.
Already trading punch for punch, though, both of these teams. Ultimately, it is going to be Reciprocity with a strong start here, as Rushy's now maintaining away hill control. Looking to close it out. He's wisely going to back out. You don't see that happen from Rushy's, where he's backpedaling and let his teammates do the work. Usually he's up Aing. That is the maturity that this man has seen. He is Rush Man. He's not Rushy's.
Here you go. That should solidify it for Reciprocity, especially since Sneaky's taking his time getting inside. He doesn't get the decap round going over to Reciprocity. And what an amazing quick round from start to finish. Reciprocity with their pedal to the metal, and they just completely dominated.
And can I just say, a franchise who stands up, gives the evil mean mug, and high-fives his teammates is a dangerous franchise. We know him as an emotional leader who's been doing it for a long time. I had the pleasure to team with him for 3.5 years, and the difference between franchise getting hyped and franchise sitting in his chair playing calm is a scary sight to see.
And I want to take note, a lot of people, you didn't see it on screen right there, but Rushy's, after his team won that initial fight over towards the tracks, you saw Morty's trying to escape towards the middle, but Rushy's towards the top side. He felt confident enough. He pushed that 1v1, he took it over, and he started that triple cap domination, which put Mazer in a craze.
Meanwhile, we have a standard flashbang placement from both teams. Of course, difference in Gears 5 Escalation. Both teams can place weapons now, and those weapons level up. They evolve with the tree system. So that flashbang can turn into a power weapon later on, typically a torque bow. We'll see what they decide to do here. Of course, you can also give yourself utility. You can give yourself more flashbangs as well. Escalation is now first to 5 rounds. So Reciprocity 4 rounds away from winning map 1. Powers with the first down to break ice.
It's the second time Power's been able to do that. Mortify's backing up. He knows his team's on the back foot. Franchise pushing up towards the right side. He gets flanked from the left as well. Powers trying to get eliminations, but the answer back coming out from Exclusive. But the numbers game looking like it's going in favor of Reciprocity. They're doing a good job using their teamwork. And here's another Mr. Krabs opportunity coming out for Reciprocity. They sneak the play.
Are you kidding
They
me?
get behind enemy lines, and he didn't even know it was coming. Reciprocity coming out to play. And one thing I said on Twitter, I thought Reciprocity had the best chance to take this event, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and that's how they've been playing all game long. And you already have that in your arsenal, mixed with a hot start. Oh man, it's looking good.
Reciprocity makes a play with the OBJ. Strong objective play coming in from Reciprocity. Exclusive was dominating, but it didn't even matter. They said, hey, you can kill my teammates. We're going to triple cap and win that round, steal it from under, swipe the rug from underneath your feet. Smart decision right there from Reciprocity. I was just going to give Exclusive some love. The man from North Carolina played incredibly well against NRG with 30+ kills consistently, but now it was Reciprocity who's starting strong 2 straight rounds.
Reciprocity, they're the ones who
Drop
actually
shot.
throws down that drop
What?
shot. They're really feeling themselves right now. They have the 2 flashes. That's 4 total flashes off the initial to 2 flashes and a shot grenade.
Look at my man Rushy's giving us some emotes. Meanwhile, Mortify's taking out Icy early on. We always are critical of Icy as an inconsistent player. You question his ability to perform on Sundays, at least given Mexico City and Boston. But let's see how he can perform here. Reciprocity off to a strong start. On board now with Kenny. Make it Lava. Kenny and Lava, former teammates on Optic Gaming. Kenny was a part of the roster that dropped Lava from Optic Gaming. He stayed on that team. They picked up Icy. So Kenny and Icy make a return as teammates, playing against his former teammate.
And so are Mazer. They get the opportunity here. Action's going to slow down just a little bit. They have 2 in their favor, and this is something that a lot of teams do. They start to rotate, especially when the tracks are coming. They have an isolated fight, a 3v2 situation. Somebody got separated, Fallout.
Oh, yeah, indeed they did. And a nice drop shot kill from Lava, though, is going to neutralize, make it a 2v2. I got to say, I question Reciprocity's decision to drop a drop shot. Reason being, you're playing well. You're winning rounds. Placing a drop shot changes the tone of the map so much. Why change what's already working? And that's going to cost them. Look at that. Powers gets taken out. Lava gets 2 with the drop shot. And now Mazer has a chance to bounce back.
You expect Icy to go down here next. And this is going to open up the doors wide open from Mazer. Multiple eliminations on the side of them. You got to wonder Powers already choosing not to spawn in. Reciprocity playing for the long game. They're choosing to use this round as a little bit of an eco round. They're not going to waste any lives because they know this is going to be the last round of the half.
Wasted respawn from Rushy.
You want to make sure you have as many lives as possible. Good note for John there. A wasted respawn for Rushies. Hopefully that doesn't play too much into this last round of the half.
Yeah, and what PR means by that, also new to Gears 5 Escalation, you have a set number of respawns or lives that you're living with. 5 to start, you gain 1 every round, but if you deplete respawns, you are out for that round, in which case PR will say,
you're out of there, buddy.
No, amigo. I have an amigo.
It was actually adios.
Adios, yeah. Well, you make up your mind here, PR. You have to pick your catchphrases. Nice plays, though, from Lava. Taking out Powers. With the
adios,
double.
amigo.
That was the one, wasn't it?
No, it was adios. You're out of there, buddy.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying.
We got a long series ahead of us. I predict we're going to see that 5 times, 6 times throughout the course of the series.
PR's catchphrase catching on here. Meanwhile, drop shot place still there, obviously. Once a weapon is placed, it can't be removed. It can be blocked eventually, though, correct?
Yes. For only 1 round. It was formerly 3 rounds, but since the drop in rounds in Escalation, it went back down to only 1, and I do like it. You get 1 giveaway round where you can block a weapon. It starts off where you can have unique strategies of what you want to do. So opening on so far into this matchup, neither team getting drop shot, neither team really getting control of a hill just yet.
Bit of a standoff here, and I got to say, as we do have a chance to talk, I like the changes to Escalation. What we've seen so far, Escalation has shown up in a great way. Gears 5 has been fun to watch, fun to cast, and fun to play. I know the players have agreed. Meanwhile, the action is going to heat up. Here comes the blue team, trying to close this one out. Mortify's missing a couple shots here. Can it cost him? No. Yes, it does, actually. Franchise with the melee downs him. The reintroduction to of the melee being effective in Gears 5 has been great to see. I was a big fan of the melee back in Gears 2 and Gears 3, as people were aware of. Gears 4 wasn't as effective, but new melee system has been proving effective here in Gears 5.
Yep, Rushies and Hezi both basically trading spots right there. Hezi trying to get behind enemy lines, allowing his teammates some time to respawn, but Rushies doing the same thing, getting taken out on that side of the map, but that's where it's going to slow it down just a little bit. But this is where it's going to be in Reciprocity's favor. 2 hills, positioning, and that drop shot in the hands of Kenny Bounce. He's going to rotate. You see that push coming out from Mazer, and there's going to be a little bit of action coming out. It's going to be up to Kenny Bounce to hit these drop shots. First one going out, unable to connect with even damage. Only one more.
I used to traditionally say in Gears 3, in Gears UE, 2 boom shots should be 2 kills. I will now transition that by saying 2 drop shots. You got to be perfect with it. You got basically rockets. Right now is a good chance to use it. You know, he can't cap that hill with the drop shot there. Instead, they're going to opt for team fire. He gets to save that drop shot. Smart decision from Kenny to hold on to it.
Yep, and Sneaky on the other side, going up against Powers.
Nice
Powers
plays.
Taking him out, so 2 dead on the side of Mazer. Make that 3 is exclusive, goes down. Reciprocity looking to run away with this one.
One player in particular I want to talk about is this man, Powers, 17 years old from the Bronx in New York. We all knew he was going to be a beast to be reckoned with, but he wasn't old enough to compete until he turned 16 in Gears 4. Ever since then, he's been arguably a top 3 slayer in the game. His movement is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Keep an eye on Powers.
Is he going to take out Franchise, but still 2v2 coming out. Make that 3v2. Icy getting 1 before getting taken out. Kenny's going to clean up the other one. Score is still in favor of Reciprocity. That's why you see Rushy stretching behind enemy lines, trying to get over, trying to be the thorn in the side. This is the Rushies we've known and love, coming out, making a name for himself in Gears of War 4. He's that annoying player, the player that you don't expect to be behind enemy lines, but he's just always there on your side. And he got a 1v2 situation. Sometimes Rushy tends to win these, but not this time, as he takes out Mazer lives to fight another day.
Kenny going to get embarrassed as well there. He was trying to stay sneaky, not good enough. It was his former teammate Lava who takes him out. So a round that Reciprocity had control of. It's all Mazer now, gaining the momentum. Mortifies the beautiful reaction shot on Icy. Franchise, all eyes on you. He's coming out of respawn here with his teammates. Good flank opportunity. Rushies trying to do what he can. Franchise with a beautiful reaction shot. He takes out one, turns around. Can he connect? No, he misses the shot.
And just like that, Mazer gains the lead. Reciprocity now on the back foot. They need to press forward. This is the last round of the half. So everyone's just going to quickly spawn in until they have no more lives. And right now, 200 points for Mazer. The push coming out. They're trying to isolate Sneak towards the train tracks. He only has 1 teammate crossing for him, but you need to get there physically. They're going to back off. They have the score, they have the lead, and the opportunity to win.
Meanwhile, the A-Hill's a 2 versus 3 fight. Looks like the COG team's going to come out on top. They're fighting at B-Hill and A-Hill simultaneously. They're going to gain B-Hill control. They're going to gain A-Hill control. Reciprocity, who looked like they were on the brink of losing this round, punched right back. And now they're well positioned to secure it. COG team will win with the win condition set. Swarm team will win with the win condition set. I take that back. A-Hill's going to be decapped. It's going to come down to the wire here. All eyes on Powers. Can he make the play?
No one's in position to decap.
And there you have it.
We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. We're all tied up into the half. Map number 1. This is exactly what I wanted to see. You don't beat NRG if you're Mazer and go down in the semifinals. They're looking to make a name. They're looking to get a grand finals appearance. Lava wants it.
Lava wants it. We used to call him King Lava because really, best 1v1 player in Gears of War 3. He's so humble about how he came onto the scene. He used to watch Infinity, the Insanes, NVMBN, all these top teams play, and he used to sit in Twitch chat and hope for one day to play at the top level. He's been doing so ever since Gears 3. Let's go ahead and jump into a listen and hear how he's doing it with Mazer.
Lava behind you, Lava behind you. You got a knife.
There's two of them inside.
Two
in the mid. They have drop.
He's a long spawn. He hopped out. One hopped out. One hopped out. I think he's a win on me.
Bro, shoot this kid. 40.
I'm up in 5.
I think Lava's one with drop. Lava's one with drop. Yeah, friend, let's work out wide. They have drop at E.
Okay, listen, guys, relax. We should shock deep on their stairs and play for cap.
Yeah,
I'm chucking now. Two of you guys double cap.
Oh shit, I'm gonna go down.
Nice.
No. Back. Slow drop.
He's running through the shot. He's one shot. It could be. He's running through the shot.
And the
he's one
cubby,
shot.
and the
Yes.
I got it. Dropped it. One shot. I'm not killed.
Nice. There's two more. Left and right.
Shoot the hill, guys.
Look at me.
One's host pocket. One's
one on the left, one on the right.
Nice. 3 dead. I'm dropping.
Joey. Justin.
Last kid.
I'm on my way, Justin.
5 dead.
One's up. He can make it. He can make it. Backhoe, baby. Everybody shoot him. Slam out. Yep. Hurt. Another one's to the right. Brian, watch out.
Watch out.
Nice, down.
I thought rush in the back.
Cap. Last kid.
Break.
Let's go, boys.
Fuck off me, bro. I'm telling you.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there you hear the hype from Mazer. Another good round. That's 3 straight, and we all know how dangerous this Mazer squad is. They defeated the Kings, Optic Gaming, now known as NRG. Back in the day, Lava played on that Optic Gaming squad. Now he played against his teammates NRG and defeated them as well. So a grudge match for Lava, defeating the first best team. Now they got to do it again against Reciprocity.
Yep, and right now, Reciprocity, known for their comebacks this tournament, so I'm looking at Mazer to see how they're going to be able to execute to solidify the rest of these rounds right now, because so far this tournament, when we're watching Reciprocity, they begin to kick it up in high gear at this point in the match. But at the flip side, like I said, Mazer has been playing well all tournament long. Look at these drop shots. And during this was during the listen-in, they knew they were there the entire time, so they were aware. Even through the smoke, they knew where everyone was at.
Yeah, great comms that you heard, and you dropped those drop shots perfectly. One thing to point out, since Reciprocity made the decision to place that drop shot mid-map, they've lost 3 straight rounds. So a questionable decision. They were feeling a little overconfident in their initials, and it's cost them. Of course, as I say that, it's going to be Reciprocity bouncing right back with first blood and a drop shot to their name.
So here we go, an opportunity here on the top side of the map. This is where Mazer's going to spawn up, and they're going to get towards this side of the map. They want to make sure they have what it takes. But on the other side, Reciprocity, they're gearing up for a push.
Yep, let's see how Reciprocity decides to play this. They do have a drop shot to their hands, and they have hill control. Let's go ahead and jump in with a listen-in with Team Reciprocity to hear the other side of the coin.
They're going to push through? I have a drop.
You're good, baby.
Alright, well, I'm Kevin.
Yeah, 2 instances.
One shot on me! One shot on light!
Yeah, we see him.
I need help!
Good job.
Nice.
Okay, it's okay.
That catcher, good job, baby. Yo, middle.
Oh,
Blanking you guys. Blanking you, one shot, guys. Blanking you.
Nice. 3 dead.
No, you just get that
Kill. There's 3 dead.
There's
2 here. There's last 2 are there.
See, going
Last
down.
2 are there. Okay, set up. Alright.
I'm
Set up.
I'm gonna stay on Marks. Yo, I'm getting into the mid room, bro.
Okay.
I should not waste that.
Alright, listen, that means they
Okay,
can.
Vic, don't worry.
Yo, they're gonna push out wide, it looks like.
I have the mid room. 2 going E, guys. So far, 3 going E.
There's 2 to their middle, basically.
Do we have flashes on E?
Nick, that's your guy, okay? Sneak is your guy.
You have 1 flash, friend?
Yes, I have 1 flash.
Hold it, bro. Just hold it.
They're coming.
There's one on double.
There. I have shots, guys. One shot morning, guys.
I flashed it.
In the door.
One down this side.
Down.
On light.
Man, it's just you, baby. It's just you, friend.
Might cut on you, Nick. Never mind. You're good.
Try to help if we can. Trying to push our side.
Fight. Nice, okay.
One mid, Nick.
He's still down. Nice, big, okay. Nice break, and then go back for a drop. Break and go back for a drop.
No, for the home. On home.
Okay, we kill a home. Pinch a home.
I'm pitching. One towards me.
Go checks.
Morty.
Coming up. Hit a little bit.
Yeah, they have no instance, bro. They have no instance.
I'm shooting them.
There's 2 on Nick. I kill one.
Is there 2 there?
Drop's gonna be up.
Yeah.
Drop's gonna be up. They're going for drop right now.
I can't shoot it.
That's him right here. He
Big's
can't
got
run.
drop.
running
Train's cutting him off. He's trying to lead.
He can't leave.
No, he killed himself. He killed
He kills
himself.
out. He kills out. It's gonna be down. It's gonna be down.
I got him. Another kill. Go big.
Yo, rush. I'll be
No,
there.
Nick, I'm with you.
right here. He has one more
Nick, I'm with you, baby.
Good job.
I can flash.
I'm with you, baby.
I'm gonna flashlight. Ready?
Help it,
3,
guys.
2, 1.
Big's one shot.
I couldn't do anything.
Kill himself.
Big break,
Nice.
friend. Big break, friend.
Let's go.
I'm shooting them on the hill for you.
We went almost
Outside the hill.
I'm down, I'm down.
One on outer.
We went off two. We
Gonna
went off
spawn one
two.
more time.
We went off two.
Nick, you have flashes?
Watch out, you have every fine.
Up for one.
See one, only see one.
One coming in.
Drop side of play, by the
They're
way.
gonna cut. I'm bringing Morts over there. Somebody play our hill. Play our hill.
Three looks like are going there. 3 are going E.
Four.
3 are going
Got
E.
three.
3 or 4 are going E.
I have a Morts.
Flash me. Flash me. Flash me.
Dick, push the left side. Push the left
Watch out,
side.
lava.
Watch out,
Seconds for the light.
Jumped in my cover.
One shot for the light.
Mega flashes, no?
I'm flashing down. Push forward. We just play for the break. We just play for the break.
They're playing up. They're playing up.
We got one.
Just get the break and we're good. I gotta watch on middle.
I have one on me.
Good shit. I'm up into
I gotta watch on middle. Yo, no.
I'm gonna get
Wait, that guy, we need a break in the middle. We're gonna need a break in the middle.
I'm watching Nick.
Down.
We got our
Don't cap.
Go Nick.
Go for a break. Big. Go for a break.
On the hill.
I got him. We need a break. We need a break.
They're good. I'll play.
Yeah,
for
V.
them.
3 there, bro. 3 there. Only 2, bro.
Okay, we
Need a
can make
break
it.
in 6 seconds.
Kenny, you gotta get the
2
break.
seconds.
No, I died.
Oh, man, you gotta break my hill. There was
Fuck.
2 there.
I got there, but
We gotta be a little bit stronger, Eddie.
Nah, I
Right there.
choked. Who's moving like a
Right
freak?
here, come on, let's go.
yo, guys, right there though, on E, like
we
we.
have 3 people. Somebody left us, bro. Like we.
No, I'm not
We
talking
have
about that.
to go
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when they pushed me. When they pushed me in the door and I got a kill on Lava, like we got it. That kid doesn't get a 2-piece. Like just shoot, boys.
Got a 2-piece.
And Lava did.
Nah, he straight line rush. I downed him, but Rush got chunked.
What are we putting?
It's all good. Just clean it up a little bit more.
All right,
Make
they.
sure we get the kills we're supposed to get. And that's it.
I'm putting a shot here.
And there you have it. Good to hear their comms and how they're correcting their mistakes. Another round that was so close could have been won by this Reciprocity squad. Instead, it was Mazer that's able to win 4 straight rounds since that drop shot was placed. Now their backs against the wall. Let's see if Reciprocity can respond or if Mazer can close it out.
Mazer's now on match point, and this is where it gets scary for both of these teams when it comes down to live. They need to be able to pace their lives throughout the remainder of this half because we've seen teams get taken out, and a quick kill by Mortifies is, in my opinion, going to seal the deal for this round.
Mortifies, you are a monster. A streaky player, but when he performs, I'll tell you right now, he does things like that. Against Icy, full red, heads down and gets the kill. Huge plays from Morty, showing that the roadie strafe is still viable in Gears 5.
Morty rotating that drop shot around. They're getting ready for a defensive stop. We heard Franchise calling the numbers for his squad. You got to imagine somebody on Mazer is doing the same thing. Spreading the numbers around, making sure no one is surprised by anything Reciprocity has to pull that in Lava. He's stuck in a weird spot. They get the down on Powers. Lava gets down by his teammate. Franchise with a sneaky kill. This could be turning the tides, but Franchise, luckily for Mazer, he gets taken out, but it's not over yet.
Franchise has everyone knows I love him. He's Franchise. He's had a good performance. I think 24 kills to his name, but he's missed a couple of those close-range shots that you don't see him miss. He traditionally has one of the best strafes and close-range shotguns in the game. He's missing a lot of shots that are really uncharacteristic for him.
But he did get Morty's, which was a drop shot player. That was a huge kill for Franchise and Reciprocity, but Franchise is one of those players you need to watch out. You only have 1 respawn in the bank. Push coming out for Reciprocity. Franchise and Rushies gets taken out again.
Well, a little aggressive, went for the melee, and 3 people in front of him. Not sure what the call was there, but the decision. All eyes on Kenny now. Kenny's got to step up to bring his team back into this one. It's game point right now. 4-2 is the lead. 1st to 5 in Escalation. Franchise is out of the game. Hasta luego, Fran and Jose. 4 versus 5 now.
No, he's in the game right now.
Oh, he's last life. Last life.
But like, that's what I'm saying. You need to be very careful here because this is your last life. You have multiple rounds to go if you're looking to make a comeback. And Reciprocity's looking to make their push. Mazer looking to make a good defense. Flank coming out from Kenny. He gets caught out. 3 members of Mazer are backing up. A good opportunity for Reciprocity to gain some points, but that's not enough. All they need to press forward. They need to get more. This next push is going to be crucial because Mazer are on map point.
So notice how Franchise has to play this differently now. Of course, as I say that, he's the first one out to push. He needs to at this point. He's going to be out for the round now. He goes down. Keep in mind, he will only have 1 respawn next round. It's looking bleak right now for Reciprocity here. But next round won't even matter because it looks like Mazer's going to shut this one down.
The Powers, we've seen him go clutch 1v5 against NRG. He's going clutch. He breaks the hill for Mazer. But is anybody across the map on E? Only 1 person is even close enough. That is going to be Icy, but I don't know if he's going to get an hill in time. And he gets taken out. Mazer are going to solidify map number 1. To take out Reciprocity, This is the first time Astral and Mazer are in the finals together, but this is the first time we don't have NRG, we don't have Ghost, we don't have Rec in a final.
Unbelievable. Ever?
Ever.
In Gears 4 and 5 history.
And maybe even Gears UE.
Yeah, potentially. Unbelievable. Crazy storyline, that's for sure. The first open Gears 5 event has not disappointed by any means. It's been a blast to watch. A lot of great stories. NRG gets top 8. Now we're on board with Lava to see if he can close out a championship or make it to a championship.
See the push coming out from Reciprocity. They sent 3 over wide. That's what you see teams do typically, especially off of this first round. It's usually a 1v1 up towards B side, maybe 2 towards the juicer, 2 towards the bottom. Sometimes you might fit 3 towards the bottom to make those style pushes, but right now it just looks like Mazer and Reciprocity trading hills, but I give Mazer the upper hand for just a second because they have the neutral hill as well.
On board now with Powers. We mentioned him earlier. 17-year-old from the Bronx in New York who everyone knew was going to be a star when he was attending Microsoft Store New York LAN tournaments before he can compete in the pro circuit. He dominated the local scene in New York City, has dominated the pro circuit ever since he made it to the Gears 4 pro circuit and has dominated the pro league. Former Rise Nation, former Echo Fox, currently representing the Reciprocity banner. Which, by the way, this rec squad is the same squad from New Orleans and San Diego of last year, with the exception of Rushies for Kyle. So you got to think, everyone always said their biggest weakness was they needed more slaying power. Adding Rushies to that mix is huge, but Rushies did not slay out the way we're used to watching him slay in map 1. Let's see what he can do in map 2.
The fight's gonna come down.
Boy.
But big boy Morty's with a double kill, with a triple kill. Morty's leaving off where he left in map number 1. He's pressing forward. Maybe he gets a little overzealous, but you know what I mean? When you're feeling yourself like that and you're making the big plays, you can do what you want.
Yeah, Morty, in my eyes, MVP of this match so far. He's been playing incredibly well. I mentioned he's streaky. When he's hot, he's real hot, and it's showing right now. 4 eliminations already, only first round. Trying to make it 5. Yes, he does. Look at that. Can you believe it? There he is on screen right now. Mortifies, stepping up in a huge way right now against his former teammate, his friend. That's Rushies.
So I gotta ask you one question. You're good friends with Fallout.
I'm good friends with Fallout.
Yep. You're good friends with Franchise.
Yourself.
Really good friends, former teammates even, so you have a little bit of insight. What is Franchise telling his team right now? Because after map number 1, it's not looking good. Map around number 1, it's still not looking good. And big plays like that can't happen. I'm gonna quote him as well. What do we got to do? Yeah,
in my eyes, Franchise is one of the most emotional leaders of our time. He wears his heart in his sleeve, and I absolutely love him for it. It's a great thing when you're winning. It can be dangerous when you're losing. So if Franchise is staying positive, if he's keeping his team in the game, which is what I heard in that listen-in, that's exactly what he needs to do. And in my eyes, that's what he's doing. He's taking the right approach right now, leading the young team. Only pro player to have been a pro since Gears 1 back in 2007. He's been doing it for 13 years. Something tells me he has the experience. He's going to bring him back into this one.
So it starts off Rushies versus Morty's. It looks like Rushies getting the bigger hand right here as he gets him weak, backs him up, flash from one of his teammates. Rushies did not even get stunned by that. And he makes Morty's pave, sneak answers back. But a big opportunity from Rushies to make a play, but Mazer right is just answering back.
That's the double kill Rushies needed to bring his way back into this one. Instead, he doesn't get the double. He gets taken out, and it looks a little dangerous right now. Kenny gets taken on the other side of the map. Powers coming off the spawn, looking bleak once again. Oh my God, a beautiful reaction shot from Powers. Can he get the double? He gets one, going for the second. Powers is gonna melee him and do it. Can you believe it? They stay alive. That was a beautiful reaction shot. That first kill, can we get that in slow motion? One of the most disgusting I've seen from Powers.
And it's the moment to do it too. They were threading the needle in terms of solidifying that victory. Franchise on the top side of the map. He's trying to press forward. He's trying to spread the numbers out.
One thing I noticed, he trusted Powers and Rushies to win that fight at home hill, and Franchise and Kenny go straight to B hill, trusting their teammates. Take notes at home. It's so easy to send bodies and bodies and bodies to your home hill, but being wise enough to trust your teammates and recognize they can win that fight and going B hill is what made the difference here for Mazer.
And so you see, it looks like Reciprocity setting up for some sort of a B push. That's Rushies going from one side of the map to the other, trying to catch people off guard. Icy and his teammates are making a play. That was Rushies that caused that team kill.
That's huge. That is huge. Rushies in his movement can be very dangerous. It's tough to shoot him, so much so that you might shoot your teammates on accident instead. Meanwhile, Franchise and Kenny and Icy are maintaining business over at the B hill. They're playing perfect right now as Reciprocity. And you know what it is? It's Powers and it's Rushies, the duo that are flying around his teammates and out-slaying right now. Huge plays come in from Rushies and Powers. Can you believe it?
I think I can.
I think I can too.
Rushies, you said he was missing at map number 1. I think he heard you. I think he heard you because right now he's showing up, him and Powers, the two slaying monsters on Reciprocity, saving it round after round because that first reaction shot was Powers. That second guy that came off spawn that helped them, it was Rushies who helped Powers there. So great heads-up play from both of these guys.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
I know you're going to get it.
That's a reaction shot. He's up Aing to the left, meanwhile flips his camera and shoots to the right. It's one of the hardest shots to hit in Gears. It's a trick shot, and he makes it look easy. Gets the melee, boom. Rushies cleans up the kill, no team kill, and it's this man Powers on your screen with the ponytail who's looking great.
It's like a little Steven Seagal out here.
He is. He looks like Seagal or CD in the third. You pick your poison.
Both of them
Not
great
poison,
stars in their own
legend.
mind. So here we go. Both teams upgrading their shot grenade. So this is where Rushies needs to be careful towards that low side of the fight because that shot grenade usually blocks off that bandstand him versus Morty's. Unless both teams might choose to save it later in the game, but I do know that's where they typically use it.
Yep, exclusive. Going to break ice by downing Powers early. Here comes the attempt for kill. Franchise there, Franchise and Icy be able to shut things down in the middle of the map. All eyes on Hezzy. Hezzy with a good flank. All up to him to stay alive. Actually, he doesn't even have to. His teammate Cross is too strong. Great team fire coming in, and that's what you like about District as a map, is the team fire capability from one side of the map to the other to impact your team.
Wow, triple cap opportunity coming out. Kenny, he needs to hop over and get the kill, but it's not going to happen. And there's one thing I want to point out right now. That man, Hezzy, after 3 rounds, has yet to be eliminated off the map.
Wow. 0 deaths?
0 deaths. He might be 7-0, maybe 6-0, depending on if he got a credit on that last elimination. So that's exactly what you got to do. And to me, even with that loss, that means he's rotating around the map. He's trying to find the right plays to make with his team. And to me, he's backing up Morty because Morty is also going off, opening up the doors for these type of plays.
Hezzy, currently known as Hezzy Cage, formerly known as Hesitates, making plays, staying alive. And sometimes, again, take notes at home. Staying alive is even more important as picking up kills. If you're alive, you're constantly impacting the map. You're putting shots on other people. You're a nuisance. The other team has to account for you. I think in Gears of War, more than any other game in the world, in my eyes, numbers advantages are crucial, especially with it being a third-person game. It's important to have your eyes on people at all times. On board with Rushies right now. 9 eliminations. He heard me. He stepped up. Let's see what he can do off the spawn. He's currently weak in the back on reset. Smart decision from Rushies, but he does lose control of the left side room here.
So one thing I want to point out, though, is look at all the lives right now. This is the last round before the half, and every single player has max lives. You know what that tells me? That tells me these rounds are run so quick, and they're dominated by one team or the other, that the other team is not being able to get a chance to answer back. So this is a really close match in its own mind.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here, which personally reminds me of old school Gears, kind of execution. It's kind of good for things to slow down every once in a while because teams, players like Franchise, can devise mid-round strategies and rotations in a strong way. So again, I like District because you can shoot for your teammates from afar. It's not like Exhibit, which got kind of auto-banned, where it's a lot of close corridor corners. It's the exact opposite. And look at this team firing coming in. The shot grenade has been so crucial right now. And in the end, it's all reciprocity all day.
Rushies was really trapped in that corner because of the shock, but he had the help from Franchise, stayed alive, got eliminations. Now they're in the driver's seat here. Icy around the backside, he's trying to fight, get that elimination, Reciprocity. You better expect them to press forward. They want this win, they want this triple cap, they want to tie it up to the half.
I'm Icy, I'm clean. Rushy's gonna trade for 2. Icy gonna pick up 1, and just like that, Reciprocity is gonna tie it up at the half. We are tied 2-2 going into the second half, which means the hills will flip. Instead of the B hill, the E hill will be on the other side of the map, and the home hills will flip to the other side of your spawn as well. Weapons do not reset like they did in Gears 4. They stay the same, but player respawn timers will go back to 5, which doesn't really matter. Player respawns, which doesn't really matter because they all had 4 anyways.
And the strategy for the most part will be kind of the same. You're going to see Rushies go to the same exact spots. A lot of these players are going to do the same exact things because that is the power position. They were setting up for the second half. As you see, the shock is placed low side, the smoke towards the top side.
Mortifies versus Rushies in a 1-versus-1. This is an important one. Who's going to break ice here to kick off the second half? Rushies going to get put in a bad spot and can't leave because the shock is there, but the flank is going to come through. Icy misses a couple of crucial kills, or shots, sorry, and Morty picks up 2.
Wow. Morty's just on fire here. He's rotating around the map, and he's getting ready to try and hold the next position. You already see a flank coming out from the rest of his teammates. Morty was just enough of a distraction there to allow his teammates to try and get in position. He gets taken out. Hezzy's going to fall. That's a good defense opportunity right here as Reciprocity now looking strong.
Great defense from Reciprocity. I know Fatal Strike always preaches as a coach, defense, 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 and it showed. One of the best defensive teams in the game. They're going to hold on. Keep in mind, the reason that Mazer was flying like that, unlike Gears 4 Escalation, the player respawn timers, how long it takes to respawn, actually start high and decrease every round. In Escalation in Gears 4, they started low and increased every round. So that's why they were trying to get the triple cap. Instead, it's going to be Reciprocity that somehow flips the round on its head and is going for a triple cap.
And so you call Franchise right there, just timing him out, getting another couple of extra seconds there with an advantage on the map. But you see Mazer spawning up 3 members, looking like they're going to make a play towards E side. He's going to start with Morty's. He's usually the tip of the spear here, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, Lava pushing in. He gets shot out. He gets down. The fight looks like it's going to be won by Reciprocity. Revive coming out, but it's not enough. Reciprocity dominating another defensive stop, and they look like they're going to solidify this round. They just need to press forward for more.
Yep, the defense is looking strong. And again, when we say defense in Gears Escalation, we mean holding 2 hills, having a setup, and maintaining that setup. Offense, of course, is the team going for the retake of control. 2 times in a row in this round, Reciprocity maintains control. They're now up by 30 as a reward.
Yep, Reciprocity taking a little too long on that rotation, allowing the members of Mazer to spawn up, and that's what you see on the minimap on your right side. They're just waiting for the right moment. They're trying to count the numbers of Reciprocity and formulate some sort of a strategy, some sort of a play, but you can't take too long. Look at the score. Reciprocity is so close to 200.
Yeah, and Prospect brought that up earlier for NRG. They were taking too long to go for their retakes. They didn't have enough time left in the round to secure them. That's why Mazer's going to spring into life a lot quicker here. And let's see if Reciprocity can maintain that defense again. It's going to be Franchise that comes out of nowhere. The melee comes through. Franchise does it. He takes out 2. What a play from Old Man Fran.
Sneaky on the other side of the map. He's doing what he can. But he's all by his lonesome right now. And the score right now is super in favor of Reciprocity. Sneaky needs to go huge, but right now Reciprocity just needs to stand in the hill. They just need to cap it. Sneaky's trying to spread the numbers out, trying to get them to chase
He's
him,
trying to survive. Franchise wants
to
to kill because he wants them to be low on respawns. Can you get the kill? Sneaky's going to wave. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. Sneak is putting on a show, and Reciprocity's like, what was he doing? That's a wasted life, though, in my eyes. Are they at 4?
No, you don't get minus a life
until you respawn.
Until you actually spawn in.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's putting on a show for us, and that's exactly what he's been doing all event long, putting on a show. Bye bye.
The troll comes through, and then he bodies him. That's just great. That really meant nothing in the grand scheme of things.
What do you mean? It meant
funny.
Great entertainment.
Great entertainment. And Funky Bunch PR and the Funky Bunch is all about entertainment.
You know, I'll take credit for Sneaky too. Why not?
Yeah, throw him in there. Yep. You're just taking everyone.
Welcome, Sneaky.
You're taking everyone. You're losing credibility here really quickly.
We're open. We're open for everybody.
Open, inclusive, accessible.
Yeah,
that's good. Those are good values that we live here.
We just want to help everybody grow.
Agreed. Wholeheartedly agree. Meanwhile, on board with Mortifies, him versus Rushies has been an entertaining battle. Every single round, it's almost like a boxing match between these two. Except actually more like a WWE match because they get tag team support in the form of shot grenades and chairs and help. Not chairs.
Ooh, almost a well-placed instant from Rushies. Just a few inches off from taking out not 1 but 2 members of Mazer. But Reciprocity in full control of the positioning. Second instant coming out. Unable to connect. I don't agree with that as well because they know eventually Mazer is going to have to make a push either for D or E. And Rushies, he had one in his pocket. He could have easily instant the floor, instant the guy, instant the hill. So many different options. But I mean, there's so much left in this round. You know those instances are going to spawn up, so he gets another opportunity.
I'll talk that down to resource management. You have a resource in the hand in regards to 2 instant grenades, which basically are like flaming grenades that you can pick up an instant kill with. They're basically like mini boom shots and how easy they are to get that kill. And you waste 2 of them just for no reason, really. I don't agree with that decision from Rushies. We'll see if it'll cost them as the offense is coming through on board of Lava. But the defense stands strong. Reciprocity is perfect in defense right now. And when I say perfect, 3 for 3 in the last 2 rounds, actually make it 4 for 4 as their defense stands strong.
This is almost feeling like deja vu. In map number 1, Mazer made a good comeback. In map number 2, Reciprocity.
Oh, the Y button from Kenny. You saw that Y button, right?
He was ready for it.
Oh, he was, yeah, for sure. Oh, man, Kenny. And listen, if Kenny's talking smack, if Kenny's throwing some BM in the game, you know you pissed off Reciprocity. If Icy's standing up and getting hyped, you know you pissed off Icy. This is a grudge match between these 2 teams, and I expect it to get hotter and hotter.
Kenny taking some moves from Rushies there, because that's something you typically see Rushies do, especially against this team of friends. But he left his friendship at the door as soon as he sat down. These are enemies across, and I know Rushies, besides the money that he's looking for, Rushies wants to beat these guys because it's all about pride.
That's a good decision. Oh, drop shot
boy
placed. And I like that because when drop shot was placed last map, not to belabor a point, Mazer was able to turn everything around in their favor. Let's see if they can do it now. They're going to put drop shot at the top of the map, which means that E-Hill control is now less important. It's more important to get that drop shot and rotate it. I like that decision from Lava and of course, all of Mazer. Notice how the strategy is completely different now. Rushies is over here by statue instead because you got to prioritize the drop shot. He's going to pick it up, actually. He's going to throw it. He's going to connect for a triple. Rushies with a huge triple kill to start things off here. 18 eliminations to his name. He has one more drop shot. He wants to let it rip. He's going to trust his teammate to get the kill instead. Wow. The game is done and dusted. Reciprocity responds with a 5-2 victory. Fatal Strike is
so much, but the way Mazer has been playing, I can expect that to continue on.
So here we go. Map number 3 is on Vasgar. We're on board with Franchise to kick things off. The captain of the squad, and again, one of the oldest players currently in Gears. He's still performing at a high level. Have you seen this man play these first 2 maps? He's playing out of his mind, showing that he's still being with the best of them. Here comes the push from Lava. On board with Franchise, as they're just going to hold this setup over B-Hill. So they're just going to maintain control here and try and fight, I think, on the other side of the map. And look how far his team is. They're all the way approaching the spawn of their opponents. That's number 6 and number 9. It's going to be Powers, number 6 on top right of your screen. Rushies picks up 1 with a headshot. That was a huge kill from Rushies. I don't know if it's been a misplay from Sneak or what, but Rushies breaks ice. Oh, nicely placed flashbang though.
Yep, Mazer going in, trying to return fire. Rushies gets taken out. Nice reaction shot attempt from Powers, but he gets taken out next. Kenny and Icy both trying to do what they can on the other side of the map, but
Franchise. I like the rotation from Franchise through the middle of the map to try and flank. If his teammates could have survived for a bit longer, that would have been a big difference play. Instead, now Reciprocity is forced to hold on to B-Hill. They have to maintain control and play some defense. I think instead Mazer's just going to hold on to this 2-hill setup. So let's see if Reciprocity can play some offense in addition to their
one thing I want you guys to take note of is that mini-map on the top right. Vasgar is one of the few maps that truly play in a circle around the map. Icy, Rushies, and I do believe that is Kenny, played from all the way in their spawn, decided not to retake their own home hill. They're stretching around the map in that circle I mentioned, playing for the home hill, which is right in front of us. Flash grenades going out. Reciprocity, they're pressing forward because they want to get this lead. They want to dwindle it down.
Yeah, Vasgar's a very unique map. It's not like any other Gears map we've ever seen. Reminds me a bit of Fuel Depot. Of course, it's not symmetrical, it's asymmetrical and plays out differently, which a lot of Gears players don't deal with change well, but I like Vasgar. Ooh.
Powers.
Big
and
first kill.
His side of the map, so he's trying to defend it against Powers, or he's trying to defend it against Sneak.
Oh, I missed the shot that he wanted. Melee off. Teammate's gonna help out. Nice job. Actually, a team kill from Hesicage, but it's all blue at the bottom of your screen. Minus Rushies, who's keeping his team alive here. The score is close, 150 apiece here in a moment.
Okay, Rushies is trying to be annoying on that side of the map. You see that was exclusive spawning up. He's trying to help his team over on the tank side of the map. That is B. You see them get him down. Triple grab opportunity coming out. That's going to force Rushies to make this play. This is a huge 1v1 for Reciprocity, and Rushies gets taken out. So the first round of map number 3 is going to go over to Mazer.
Great job by Mazer in that scenario, and I point back to the beginning of that round when Rushies, and I believe it was Powers at the top of the map, were approaching the side of Mazer, and the flashbang got dropped by Exclusive. They made a play. Franchise came on the flank. If they could have survived for 5 more seconds, that flank from Franchise would have been huge. If they could have back-rolled, taken their Lancers out, played that a little bit differently. But again, we don't know the comms of Rec. We don't know if they knew that Franchise was coming.
So typical strategy coming out. That's a smoke grenade placed on the side, and typically you see that get upgraded to either Ensigns or Torque Bow in the end. On the other side, it's going to be matched with a flashbang coming out for Reciprocity. So already unique strategies set in mind for both of these teams, and see how it's going to play towards the end of this matchup, how this is going to develop these weapon placements coming out, because typically this next round or the round after is when you have seen these guys place a drop shot center line.
Of course, Reciprocity playing for the Swarm team, aka the red team. They're going to switch sides every round in Gears Esports. Switch sides, especially in a map like this that's asymmetrical. Gives you a chance to play both sides. There's a good side and a bad side for some teams, depending on your preference and play style. Franchise gets taken out early. That's why Kenny's going to retreat and try and survive. And look at this. Mazer's actually approaching the home hill spawn for Reciprocity. Kenny has to give it up. No other choice there.
You keep an eye on this. This map is when I really utilize the mini-map in terms of looking at what the next play is going to be, because right now, Franchise behind enemy lines, he has an option of which play he wants to do, but he's actually choosing to team up with another one of his teammates. And Kenny got a nice up A shot from Morty. He's continuing his dominate, and he says, just bring it.
Unbelievable reaction shot from Mortifies. should secure them the round. All eyes on Rushies. I think it's Powers, the duo still staying alive over towards their B hill. So round's not over yet. They're going to respawn through. Kenny with the team firing is going to get it down on Hezi. And now, power play opportunity for Rec.
This is a well-played shot by Franchise. Exclusive got caught out of position with the wrong weapon here, and they're going to actually pay for it. 2 members of Mazer are going to fall. That's going to open the door wide for Reciprocity. Sneaky around the map. He's trying to rotate. He's trying to keep Reciprocity on their toes.
Absolute bloodbath right there. Sneaky, though, making the plays. This is exactly what we mentioned. He plays so much like Drix and a lot of these other players. He has this skill of like a mental or explosives. Not in this situation, though. He's going to get taken out, and it's going to be a Rec round.
Like the last second, Exclusive actually got in at that last second, gets an elimination, forcing another member back. So another elimination on Kenny. That's going to open the door for a little bit of comeback potential. Look at the score. Even though Reciprocity had 2 hills in their favor, all they need Mazer to do, since it's so close, is to cap both of those hills and then hold it for just a little longer, and they will regain the lead.
Yeah, in my eyes right now, I see big play on Lava. That was a big misplay from Lava, a little over-aggressive because they were starting to regain control, but now it's going to be all Reciprocity as they're looking to close this out. Unless Mortified can continue to do Mortify's things. No, he gets taken out as well. So Reciprocity, I said they won the round earlier, but they should be able to hold on to this unless Sneaky keeps making plays.
Kenny knows he's coming. Another enemy, so Kenny knows there's 2. That's a quick call out from him. Reciprocity rotating over, trying to make a defensive stop. Kenny's just trying to back up enough, regain his health, and then this is where an opportunity for Reciprocity to defend because they don't have, or Mazer does not have control of this hill. They did not get the break, so they know Reciprocity is either going to have to defend B or they're going to spot the rotation coming out, and that rotation towards A is going to come out. Powers looking to defend. Rushies is going to fall. Powers, he's all by his lonesome. 1v3 situation.
Here we go, on board with Powers here. Only 6 elims to his name, so he's been kind of silenced a bit in this one compared to what we're used to seeing out of Powers.
Good rotation.
But makes the right decision to rotate and back out. Does not get down. Full red Icy in a tough spot here. 9 elims to his name. Sneaky can do the same thing. They recognize they have a numbers advantage, but they got to get the kills. Sneaky on the rotate. Can he pick this up? 2 versus 2 fight. Sneaky downs Kenny. Icy misses the shot. He had to reload, and he's going to get saved by his teammate. Saved by the bell. It's Rushies.
That was a huge flank coming out from Rushies. Look at the score. Reciprocity is trying to hold on to point lead. They didn't have any points going for him until Rushies flanked. They were able to capture B, but B's being decapped as well.
Oh, no.
Mazer, they're looking to climb into this one. This is a prolonged fight. Saved again. Rushies
is bailing out Icy over and over again, but a lot of missed shots from Icy.
And Rushies and Icy. We talked about Rushies and Powers being the duo. People might forget a little bit of the slaying potential that Icy could bring out at a moment's notice.
He didn't slay anything. It was all Rushies picking up every kill. Huge plays coming in from Rushies. You got to think the X factor in this scenario, whether it's with Powers or whether it's a duo with Icy, he's picking up the work and doing everything he can. Big shout out to Rushies in that scenario, and a big shout out to Icy for his ability to stay alive.
This is where, after round number 2, another smoke going out. It's going to be on the side of Reciprocity, so they have 2 flashes, 2 smokes to get picked up, along with the 2 utility that you already start with. And it's going to be matched by Mazer, so similar strategies once again.
Love to stick on with Icy if we can. He's been performing very well in map number 2. I think he has 10 eliminations to his name. Great plays from Icy, and great plays from Reciprocity. And then round number 2. There's Icy across the way, so we get to see from another point of view how they're going to play this. Franchise rotating over. Lava playing wide left. Gets put in a bad spot. Mortified a little over-aggressive. Lava now backing out. He is so hurt he could get breathed on and get down. Instead, he gets his health back. So great survivability from Lava. Doing what he can. Look at the revives coming through, but the team fire's too strong. They are so hurt right now. Kind of trapped in a chicken coop right now. Our Mazer. Lava wants to revive. He probably should just left. They're hunting the predator, the primal, hunting the prey.
I hope
Morty, though.
That isn't a sign of weakness right there. Lava doing what he can.
That was great. No, that was a great job.
He tried to save the team. He should have got out alive.
He should have, yeah. He definitely should have.
He might be trying to play the team game too much, but Morty, man, these shots hurt from Morty.
They do. Now, he's been playing very well. 8 limbs to his name. Exclusive now, and Morty versus Kenny. Exclusive and Morty, a long-time duo. They've been doing it for a very, very long time, since early season 2, I believe, of Gears 4 Pro Circuit.
Sneak and company backing up. They have 2 hills in their favor. They know the push is going to come out eventually. This is where somebody on that A side of the map, or maybe even Morty, should be able to spot out these enemies rotating around, so they should know how many are there. And this is where I talk about this map moving in a circle. You see towards the top side of your map at A, there's going to be a 3v2 situation. This is going to be a fight that Mazer has to take. On the other side of the map, there was a couple of eliminations that went out, and the players are forced to rotate.
And no eliminations, but downs. The revives, I believe, came through. I'm not sure. Yes, they must have, because no eliminations were picked up. So nice revive chains come through. Good teamwork from Mazer as they rotated from B, which is okay to lose that B hill because they gain control of C. So really, a game of chess right now as Mazer is able to out-position, out-rotate Reciprocity.
Icy, Kenny, and I do believe that might be Rushies are going for a flank on A, and there's only one person there. That's exclusive all by his lonesome. The rotation from Mazer, it's actually not going to be a 3v2 push. Somebody rotated back to defend B. This is a fight going down. The advantage goes over to Mazer, but Reciprocity did get an early down, but Mazer with a couple of flashbangs are looking to answer back.
The big fight at the B hill as well. It's a 1 versus 2 for number 9. It's Rushies. What can he do? He gets one down. Rushies is going huge. Can you believe it? Rushies in a 2 versus 1. Can he take out Lava? Yes, he can. Rushies, you are an animal.
Talked about Rushies not really being the slaying presence just yet. He's showing up here, and he's doing it when they need it most. It's all tied up 1. This is going to be a best-of-5 series. Another shot going down, but Morty's answers back with a double kill of his own.
Full red. Again, you could have flicked him, and he would have gone down. Rushies went for the 1 shot, but all he needed to do was go for the melee and the nudge instead. But Mortify is able to come out on top.
Ooh, Franchise trying to make something happen on the other side of the map. Reciprocity doing what they can to come back. Mazer, they're getting this decap. They have the point lead, so they know Reciprocity is going to be hungry, trying to push for something. Icy, he's taking out exclusive. This could open the door for this play. They do need it. Reciprocity's not even getting any points.
Icy, he plays like a bull or a bat out of hell when he is feeling himself. And I'm sensing Icy circling out to gaming era right now. Beautiful plays. Can he get the kill? No, he's able to stay alive, though. That's just as good. Oh, he's going to get shut down from Sneak. A huge reaction shot from Sneak. Mortifies, picks up 1, and Mazer is able to hold on.
Wow. 2-1. But I will say this is very, very similar to map number 1. It was a 2-1 advantage for Mazer at 1 point. Reciprocity coming back time and time again in this event, in this final. Semi-final.
They're up 2-1 in map 2?
Mazer was up 2-1.
I don't know. So they did the same thing, map 1 and map 2, except converse. Yep.
Reciprocity's trying to have a copy of that second map.
Yeah.
Marksa for Mazer.
Difference was 2-0 in map 1, 2-1 in map 2, and then the other team just steamrolled. So let's see if Reciprocity can bounce back. Keep in mind, this is the last round of the first half. So the last time we'll see an A, B, and C hill. That's going to switch with D, E, and F hill.
Incid's going down on one side
Mark's
versus
on the
Marksa on the other.
Interesting
So
change.
realistically, that's gonna make the strategies change a little bit as well.
One
so
team's
Marksa, you can kind
more.
of use support fire. Those Incids, you got to get in there.
Yep, indeed. It's going to be Incins picked up from Powers and a flashbang picked up from Kenny. Meanwhile, we got a Marksa in the hands of Exclusive. He's great with it. Sneak gets the first down. Rushies gets revived. Where are those Incins, though? Powers has them. Let's see what Powers can do with those Incins.
Just as quick as Reciprocity rotated towards the top side, Exclusive knows his team. His team is trying to rotate over to that side. Exclusive on one side of the map is putting damage for his teammates across the other side of the map, and this is exactly what we're watching right now. Morty's trying to make a push. Hopefully Exclusive did enough damage to make this easy. A back A from Franchise. He's going to take out Morty. Sneaky, he's doing what he can on this side of the map. They don't have control of B for the moment, but it's won by Reciprocity.
Franchise with the triple! It started with the back A prospect shot. He picked up the scraps with the last 2. 3 kills for Fran, and just like that, Reciprocity is going to maintain control.
Exclusive, this is the last round of the half, but Exclusive, you need to be careful. You have no more respawns left. You go down, you put the remainder of this round in a 4v5 scenario. Mazer on the back foot. Lava going down, he's getting revived, so right now it does look like control is in hands of Reciprocity. Mazer doing what they can to fight back in that moment.
One thing I've noticed and I love seeing in Gears 5 is a lot more emphasis on teamwork and revives, because obviously it's Warzone rules, so you can get killed from afar with a lot of damage done. And you see a lot of people die from downs. You have 2 downs, and on your third you die automatically. Nice play from Rushies right there. It's a double. Sneak, though, shuts him down. Lava downs Powers as well. He's going to get taken out. So just like that, Mazer stays alive. Reciprocity up by 110 points, though.
The only thing right here is Mazer won that fight. They forced a couple of those members of Reciprocity to respawn, but they can't advance forward because that's Reciprocity's side of the map. And they're spawning up. They're going to have spawn shield. You can't press that.
That's true, but right there, Franchise had a 2 versus 1 against Lava. Mortify's rotated over. I would have liked to have seen him try and take that, maybe know the numbers. Of course, hard to understand, but on a map like Vasgar, you got a lot of sight lines, a lot of visibility. Perhaps a missed call or missed comm right there. And it looks like the Sea Hill's going to be in control now. I don't know why Reciprocity gave that up so easily, but I know they can win with 1. The worst thing you want to do in these scenarios, though, is just turtle up at your home hill. That can be dangerous. And look at all members of Rec, so turtle.
Right now, they're actually pinched on both sides. Reciprocity are
forced to fight a two-front warrior.
Mazer right now has an opportunity here. They just need to play that team fire game. You see them peppering rushies. They're getting a couple pepper shots as well. They're trying to surround them from all sides. They're trying to suffocate them.
And here we go. A defensive stand and a hell of a stand for Reciprocity. Let's see if they can hang on. Franchise starts things with 1. Franchise starts things with 2. Powers down, mortifies. And just like that, it should be Reciprocity maintaining control. Icy's waving here and he knows.
They wasn't broken just yet, and just because of that, just like you said, Reciprocity taking that round. Deja Vu hitting hard. Map number 2 was very, very similar fashion in terms of which team's winning what rounds. Reciprocity, the kings of the comebacks. Mazer have been showing life all tournament long, so I think this is going to be a good swing round for Mazer. First round of the half, you have all your respawns up. Hills are going to rotate, so you have an opportunity here. You could throw a trick strat out, you could throw your same strats, or you can just do whatever you want. Realistically, you just got to keep Reciprocity on their toes.
On board of Powers, 12 limbs, 10 deaths to his name. He moves like a Super Saiyan. We say it often, but he really feels like he flashes or teleports across the map. No one else does it. Rushies and Powers with a couple downs, but the revives come through. Nope, Rushies going to pick out 1, so a great job by Rushies. Hunting the prey and able to pick up 1. So 5 on 4. You broke ice and it's long respawns. You want to take your numbers advantage here if you're Rec. You have to, almost. But instead, they're going to steal that. Marksa. Rushies, you can't die here, though. Can he get out with the Marksa? Full red. He goes down. Will the revive come through? No! Rushies going to get taken out.
This is an opportunity right here.
Big misplay in my eyes.
Mazer to try and get another hill. They got a couple of those eliminations off the side of Reciprocity, but they're trying to do what they can. Franchise getting 1 before getting taken down. Morty's and Mazer, they haven't been able to clean up that kill. Kenny's trying to be a thorn in the side. He gets down as well. This is an opportunity for Powers to escape.
But wait, Icy shuts things down on the E-Hill. He's by himself there for now. Needs to be careful. Trying to survive, trying to stay alive.
With Powers going down, Mazer looking strong over on this D-Hill, but they need to be careful because even though they did take out Kenny, they did take out Powers. They should be spawning up here shortly, and that's going to be an opportunity because you see Franchise is already there. As soon as they spawn up, they can just quickly move to the right, and then they have a 3v2 that they can take advantage of.
Yep, and he wasn't able to get control of the hill either, so Lava's going to have to back out. There's nothing he could do there. Meanwhile, Rushies and Icy fighting a 2v3. It's a little bit scary and a little ill-advised to stay in that fight in my eyes. Icy and Rushies both get taken out.
For Sneak, they're trying to play that whole game, trying to play for Lancers, trying to put as much free damage as they can.
But now, you have to recognize,
so it's not easy.
If you're Rec, you have a 3 versus 2 at that hill, and they recognize that. They're playing with aggression. I like that decision here, but can he get the kill? Franchise gonna back out and reset. They're gonna gain F control. So again, a great rotation from Rec. As soon as Mazer gets the 2 count, Rec is on the 3rd hill.
Morty pushing in. This is an opportunity here. They have Reciprocity on the back foot, but Reciprocity answers back. Multiple kills make that 3 kills inside of Reciprocity. They have the lead. They have 2 hills in their favor. They should surely secure this round, especially if they take out Exclusive. And there you have it, a win by elimination. Reciprocity doing it yet again with a comeback. 3-2, this is the first half, and this is where Reciprocity is the team that they are. They are a second half team, so you gotta beat them in the first half. You gotta have a good lead. You gotta have that confidence. You gotta gain the momentum leading up to the second half, and those rounds were so close in the first half, Mazer was not able to gain any momentum.
Yep. I'll tell you right now, what helps with that confidence is their roster and lineup. Reciprocity made multiple roster changes in the early part of Gears 5. They had Speedy and Sleepy Time on their team. They had Rezik on their team. Franchise made a case for bringing Powers back, and I'll tell you, that was a great decision. He's shown up in a big way this weekend from Rise Nation, and he's performed. This is the same Reciprocity roster that we saw from Echo Fox in San Diego and NOLA. Besides, you got Rushies for Kyle. We always said they needed more slaying power. Franchise has the slayers. He's performing. He's the leader, plus Fatal Strike as a coach. You got to think this is a good makeup of a championship caliber team.
Quick pick opportunity. Powers, he gets down twice. Are they going to keep this
Lancer
Lancer fire out? Powers, he does, he gets taken out, but he switched to his shotgun. There's no torque bow in play, even though Mazer did get the kill. Rushies, he's going to answer back before Lava taking him out. This is a back and forth action.
That's a 1v1 from Rushies, I believe, at the E-Hill. Huge play from Rushies. I think that was Rushies. No, that was actually Franchise at the E-Hill, maintains control. Nice job by Fran, keeps his team in the round here. But Mazer's bouncing right back. I love the response from Mazer here in round number 6.
That's Reciprocity side of the map. They were able to spawn up, answer back quickly. You see the smokes even coming out. This is a huge fight. If they take out Rushies, they can continue to press for more. But Rushies, he's being the thorn in the side with the help of his teammates. He gets 2 kills. He's going for a 3rd. Rushies finally, no, he's not even taken down. Franchise with a save.
Franchise continues to win his 1 versus 1s. One of the best strafes in the game, best close-range shotguns in the game, and it shows. Meanwhile, Rushies and Co. on the other side of the map absolutely dominate the team fight. I am loving what I'm seeing from this Reciprocity squad, but it's not over yet.
It's not looking good. Mazer, their spawns are dwindling. This is full control over to Reciprocity, and the kills are going their way as well. Reciprocity are just looking completely dominant.
A bloodbath.
You gotta wonder what that loss that Mazer gave to NRG does to the confidence of Reciprocity. Because a lot of these guys think that NRG is their only competition, and that confidence level must have went through the roof when they noticed NRG was eliminated.
Icy has been at his best 2 times in his career. First, as a part of the squad that came out of nowhere in Hypefestation in Gears 3 and won a championship that was notorious alongside Toy Soldier, Phobias, and Co. and Dispensa. Second, with Optic Gaming, where he won championship upon championship, and now I see a similar Icy. He's performing at a high level alongside his teammates. I think I just saw 29 eliminations for Mr. Icy himself.
Finally, the drop shot makes its appearance. I thought it was going to make appearance before the torque bow, but they're kind of saving the big weapon for last. Mazer's going to go ahead and throw that one out. You look at this overhead view. It's going to be similar strategies for both of these weapons. 3 to 1, 2 to the other, but no, it's actually number 7. That is going to be Kenny. He's breaking that shot grenade. He's bringing it over to the drop shot. Reciprocity wants this fight.
Here comes the push for a drop shot. The winner, the spoils of war, if you will, is a drop shot with 2 rockets. Let's see if they can maintain control and grab that drop. Meanwhile, a 1 versus 1, kind of casual on the other side of the map. It's Franchise holding 1v1, so I love the decision by Fran to be a 1 versus 1 player. He's been winning them. He's going to do it again.
No, that wasn't a 1v1. That was great heads-up support fire from Kenny across the map, keeping his head on a swivel. And that's impressive because there's a fight going down right in front of Kenny, so there must be clear communication on the side of Reciprocity, so Kenny to be able to keep his head on a swivel. But Mazer are answering back right before our eyes.
Franchise misses a wide-open instant. It's going to cost him. He had a chance to use that instant for a triple kill. Instead, it looked like the instant hit an invisible wall or something. I'm not sure what it was, but he doesn't connect, or if he just missed it. Big opportunity missed for Franchise. Powers, though, trying to make up for it. 1 versus 1 against Lava. Pistol out. Smart play to take out that pistol. Of course, it's faster to take out your pistol than it is any other weapon. I love that feature that was added in Gears 4.
Switch and slow down if you're Mazer. If you're Reciprocity, you're setting up because you know the players from Mazer, they're going to spawn up. They're going to go for E because that's where your spawn hill is at. And it does look like Reciprocity's set up. You see 3 members over towards that side of the map. You see another member from Mazer spawning up. They're going that direction and missed drop shot by Rushies. And there's one thing I want to note. Usually you want to save those drop shots for when the push comes out. You want to stop the push in action instead of right before it comes out because you could still make something out of nothing.
That's true. Not only that, but that gives you a multiplier effect. It gives you a chance to get 2 or 3 as they're bundled together. Using that drop shot early, congrats, you get a kill. And that person spawns up, and it's still a 5-man push. I agree with that, PR, but it's not going to matter. He's going to connect for the second. His teammates are going to pick up any slack there. Franchise still in a 1v1. He's going to get flanked here. Franchise takes down Morty. Can you believe it? Franchise is performing at some of the highest levels I have ever seen him perform in 12 years of competing with him, alongside him, against him, and watching him. What a performer. And what a showing from Jose Mavo from North Carolina.
Reciprocity in the driver's seat of this entire map. They started off slow, but you know, time and time again across the map, Franchise threading the needle, goes for a second one, unable to connect, but the damage has been done. Over 200 points and counting. Mazer, they're not going to be able to make a team-oriented push. Narrowly missing another torque bow, but Franchise has been putting on a clinic. Last-ditch effort attempt for Mazer. Like I said, this is not going to be an organized push.
And I love the shot grenade placement. That's going to force them to go around the corner. Franchise drops the instant, and it's not going to matter. That's going to be it. Reciprocity wins map number All Fathers Arena. So much to come, and I'm excited to get home and play Escalation at home, play some free-for-all at home. A lot going on with Gears, and a big shout out to the Coalition for taking the community feedback so well, especially after some issues early on, but they recognize those issues. They've been so receptive to feedback. It's been so great to see. A big shout out to all the hardworking developers of the Coalition. But let's jump back into the action here. It's map number 4 on Training Grounds, on board with Rushies, who's been performing great to kick things off.
Yep, so exact opposite strats from both of these teams to open up. It does look like Mazer put most of their arsenal, most of their resources over towards that neutral hill in B. On the flip side, it was Reciprocity. They wanted to play towards this home-to-home advantage, and here comes the push. Icy, he's going to try and lead the charge. He's already in position to start that decap on the hill, so the score is already going to tip in favor of Reciprocity. I
like that decision from Icy to rotate wide right. Great decision by Reciprocity, recognizing no one is there towards the hill. We can sneak past and get an angle. Hesitates, though, with the rotation. Icy's in a bad spot. What can he do? He's going to get taken out.
It's a great answer back.
Oh no, Franchise takes out one, goes for the second, not able to get it.
And there you go. Hezzy, that's going to slow it down just a little bit. Mazer, they're going to have an opportunity here to try and regain some of these points as fast as possible, but this is also an opportunity here for them to play for that neutral hill. Because you know the players off of Respawn are going to have to take their home hill back, but Rushies took that so fast, that allowed Icy to get back on the map as fast as possible.
Smart decision from Rushies. You saw him sneaky manning, staying sneaky over at his side of the map, the other side of the map, and then rotating to C hill and grabbing it. Not going to matter. He's going to get taken on the 1v1, but that's going to allow Powers & Co. to win the B hill fight. So that decision from Icy forced members of Mazer back to their home hill to track for Icy and allowed an opportunity at B hill. Heads up play from Rushies. I said Icy, I meant Rushies.
This is where it's going to slow down just a little bit. Reciprocity with 2 hills. They don't necessarily need this position, so Kenny needs to find a way to try and get out and stay alive, because if he does, it's all for nothing, but he takes out former teammate Lava, bouncing around. Rushies backing him up, and Rushies is the best duo for any one of these players on Reciprocity.
How is Kenny still alive? Survivability is a new topic and statistic we got to talk about in Gears Esports. Well, Kenny's one of the best at it, some of the best movement, and he's not done yet. He takes out one, Icy gets another, Rushies gets the third, and Reciprocity starts strong in round number 1.
I mean, you got Super Fran, you got Super Rushies at this point. He's always saving his teammates, right place at the right time, and another team fight gonna go down in favor of Reciprocity to open up map number 4 with a 1-0 lead. But I want to put more shine on that man, Rushies. A lot of people through the years gave him a lot of flack for his decision-making, his head-down plays, calling him a little bit of a hammerhead to where he's a double-edged sword for his team. But so far in Gears of War 5, I've seen such improvement from this guy, and I think it comes on the side a little bit from the leadership of Franchise, because we know Franchise is one of the best leaders aside from Explosive. Time and time again, in every single Gears of War series, he finds himself in the finals. He finds himself with a roster that he's able to mold in such a way that it doesn't matter who you're going up against, that they are always in it to win it to the very last breath.
Franchise has done it time and time again with Vision in Gears 2, Eternity Wingos and Puff in Gears 3, with Praised, with Excels, with Soto, and so many other players. In Gears UE 4 and beyond with Kenny, Toy Soldier, and now in Gears 5 with Rushies. You'll love to see the development and evolution of a player like Rushies, who really couldn't be tamed when he was on Ghost Gaming. You lived that era and has really, really evolved and matured, and he still does that. Two kills for Rushies. Can he get the third? No, he gets shut down. Rushies is an animal.
Super Rush.
Super Rush. Rush man.
He's really the best teammate this event. I've seen him save Icy, I've seen him save Powers, I've seen him save Kenny, and even Franchise time and time.
Franchise versus Sneak in a 1v. Ooh, Franchise coming out on top. Some support coming through as well, but he's now back to a corner. No way. He finally gets shut down by Exclusive.
But it's going to open up the door on the other side of the map. He spread the numbers thin for Mazer, so this is going to allow a little bit of an advantage for Reciprocity. But as I say that, Powers in a 1v2 situation gets it down, allows Icy to clean up a couple of those kills, but he finally gets taken out as well. So Mazer with a little bit of the upper hand here as they also take out Kenny.
So finally, Mazer is able to extinguish the fire, the flame that was Reciprocity. Great job by Mazer, taming them, slowing it down, and regaining control. And of course, you'd expect that from the likes of Lava, a veteran in the scene ever since Gears 3. And now Mazer regains control.
There's still opportunity for his teammates to save Franchise, but they need to be careful if they're going for this revive. They can't end up just like him, but Kenny hopping over that cover. Kenny more of one of those players that he doesn't get a lot of the credit because what he does doesn't show up in the stat sheet.
I want to ask you, do you agree with that decision by Mazer not to push for that kill?
I do not.
I think they should have flown, huh?
That's how they've been playing all tournament long, but they actually choose to backtrack. They want to get these flashes, but Reciprocity, they've been pressing this fight the entire way through. Even though Franchise did get taken down, IC's going to fall next, but a missed shot. IC has yet to get taken out. A huge double kill from Kenny to answer back.
Kenny putting the bounce in his name right there with the beautiful side-to-side, right and left bounce and a double kill. Huge plays from Kenny. I know Letnick's watching this at home and proud. And I say at home, and I mean in the audience. I don't know what I'm talking about. Stacy's watching this from home and proud. Huge plays from Kenny.
His whole family as well. The House of Bounce.
House of Bounce
is here, ready to advance to a grand finals. Mazer doing what they can.
Hey, he's going up against Lava Bounce. Lava Bounce, Kenny Bounce, Demo Bounce, the House of Bounce, the three of them. Right now, Kenny's the best of the three.
So this is going to be an opportunity. Look at this crossfire coming out for Reciprocity. They're just stuck there. He got down so many times. There was a headshot with the Lancer. You never see that type of thing.
Lancer headshots, baby. I like it. Of course, that reason that happened, he got down 2 times. You're third down, you're dead no matter what. If you get a headshot, you get to at least get a fancy little icon at the bottom left of your screen. And as soon as we said that Mazer was silencing Rec, look what happens. Powers does that. He can go for the second. Can he connect? The Super Saiyan of Gears gets shut down, but it's not going to matter. Reciprocity is dominating.
I know you guys didn't really pay attention too much right there, what Icy did when he got that kill. So he got the down on the guy with the stairs. There's nobody else on the map. But he got the down on the guy at the stairs. He looked like he was playing for the kill on the steps, but there wasn't a single moment in Icy's mind that he really wanted that kill. He was baiting the enemy, the other teammate from Mazer out. You saw him take a step back because he knew exactly what that player was going to do. He was going to up the cover, go for a reaction shot, and all you need is a little bit of spacing between that.
I love that call out, PR. Look at this play from Rushies, though. Gets one full red, ice in his veins. His icy teammate following up. And huge plays. Look at this from Kenny. Wall bounce, gets one. Side bounce, gets another. Gets the revive. Can you believe these plays coming through from Reciprocity?
You got to wonder. You got to wonder if Kenny does not get that double kill. There's multiple members of Mazer alive. They get their own home hill back, and they're able to press forward for more because you got to think there's at least 2 or more members from Reciprocity eliminated off the map. So that was a huge, impactful double kill from Kenny, especially since Icy did go down.
And that's what you love about Gears Esports. It's unlike any other esports title where one player can make such a strong impact. You pick up 2 or 3 as an individual, you win the round for your team. Simple as that. That's why Gears Esports is the most entertaining out there.
Action's going to start off with all red all the way as Mazer start off hot, eliminating 3 members of Reciprocity off the map, leaving Franchise all by his lonesome. They're pressing forward for more. They want to win this round.
There you go. Mazer bounces back. Great round for Mazer right there. All with Hezicage leading the way. He picked up 2 or 3. I gotta say, I don't think I've seen such a high-octane match in such a long time where there's so many double kills, triple kills at bay. Both of these teams are playmaking, and this is such a fine display of not only Gears, not only individuals, but Escalation 2.0, which has really showed strong in this map.
And this is where things will differ just a little bit. Utility grenades placed in the side of Morty. He's usually the tip of the spear. He's usually the first guy going in. So you expect him to up A, throw that smoke into the corner to where the drop shot is placed. That should stun a couple members of Reciprocity if they do not take cover. Because where they throw that smoke, they throw it in the corner. And with the changes to the flash grenade, you have to be sitting in the cover exactly to dodge that smoke. So if you go for that up A and you go for that attempt on the shot, it will stun you.
It worked well for Mazer in map number 1. Did not work well in map number 2. Let's see if it can work in map number 4. Drop shot was placed. On board with Rushies. Good shot right there. I love the addition of the UI. Shout out to Tay Grigg at the Coalition, adding bullet points and pellets to the UI user interface. You can see how much you hit someone. Helps with transparency significantly.
Right now, it does look like this is going in way of Mazer.
Kenny.
But Kenny, not if he has anything to say about it. Lava trying to answer back, but Franchise with a kill of his own, but a double kill is going to come out from Exclusive, which will solidify Mazer the drop shot, will solidify them some positioning. But there's a lot of Gears of War left in this round for Mazer to come back.
Nice pistol plays. Drop shot. Could look at this long-range drop shot. Imagine.
He needs a mark.
He needs a mark. Yep. Can he get that mark? Yes, he does. He has the mark, but he's getting flanked. Huge play from Rushies. He does what he does best, stays sneaky, and eliminates the drop shot player from the game.
Wow. I'm thinking if Mazer, or if Reciprocity wins this match, I don't know who to give MVP to. Franchise or Rushies?
Or Powers, or Kenny, or I mean, all 5 of them are playing so well. I mean, right there with you. If you had to give it to someone right now, who would it be?
Rushies.
Rushies. I like it. Didn't have a good map 1 in my eyes. We called him out. Boy, did he respond. Map 2, 3, and 4.
He's trying to let his teammates shine. He's trying to show how much of a teammate he is as the action slows down. It's going to be up to Reciprocity to do the first push here. You see Franchise is going to start that push. He's going to connect with a flashbang, and Rushies trying to back him up. The Mazer trying to answer back. Rushies, he's going to go down for the moment. With Franchise again, the 2 MVP candidates.
Look at this duo dominating. Tag, you're it. Rushies and Franchise taking turns. Kenny and Icy getting one, and just like that, Reciprocity bar this B hill down lava, looking to be in a good spot, but Sneaky is sneaky, slips over to the A hill. I believe that was actually, no, that was off the spawn actually. I thought Mortify's rotated over from high side. Smart rotation, and Mazer stays alive. In my eyes, this is a crucial round. This round determines the winner. If Mazer wins this, they can potentially come back. If Rec wins this round, I think it's game over for Mazer.
I mean, I did say it in map 3. Whoever won that map should have the momentum to solidify the series. And because of Reciprocity winning that map, the analysts predicted a 3-1 for Reciprocity as well. So everything is going against Mazer here on this map.
And here's the reality is people know Mazer, or maybe you don't know Mazer. They're a wolf pack, in your face type of team. They stick together, they push. It's a little over aggressive. When it works well. But Rec is beating them at their own game. Rec is just outslaying, outperforming, outmanning Mazer right now, and it's certainly showing.
I was going to say a Franchise came out of that one, but another double kill across the map from Rushies.
You know what was tough about that situation? The new reload and ammo system in Gears 5. You only have 3 shotgun shots unless you get an active, which is kind of strange to me. I always felt the nerf down to 6 shots was pretty crazy, and the nerf from 32 total ammo count to 16 in Gears 2 was kind of crazy. And that ended up costing Franchise right there.
Just hit your reload, John.
You know, I don't believe you should get rewarded for a reload. I'm just saying, reload's pretty simple.
But
that's my personal belief.
Reciprocity, man. This is the team. This is the team. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And they were looking very strong until that Use Finest match. Then it was kind of rocky, especially in that map number 3. But since that moment, it's been sweet sailing for Reciprocity. Cruising to a grand final.
Cruising and perusing, that's for sure. Rec is looking great. If you're a fan of the Rec Pack, give them some love in the chat right now. I know we got Nina and Maya and many others in the crowd that are rooting for their team. Big shout out to Reciprocity. Of course, the wife of Franchise here supporting as always. He's looking to take home a championship in front of his wife.
The first initial battle does look like it's going to go in favor of Reciprocity. Franchise getting another elimination, or he's going to let Rushies clean that one up. Drop shot in the hands of Reciprocity. This is going to open that door. This is looking very scary. Luckily for Mazer, they did get their respawns filled right back up, because this is the second half now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, big fight. That was Powers versus Sneak. I believe it was a 1 versus 1. Powers comes out on top. Rushies with drop shot. Kenny takes out one. Rushies doesn't even need to use that drop shot right now. Powers and Kenny are picking up slack. He sees the spot. He wants the double kill. He connects for 1 over lava. Beautiful drop shot play from Rushies. Kenny finally gets shut down. Oh my gosh. Powers with the up A. Was that a bull talk? Am I going crazy? That was a shock.
That was a shock. He just completely dominated his life. Exclusive trying to draw as much time as he can. He broke the hill. He's waiting for his teammates to somehow make a play for him on the other side. Morty's doing what he can. He gets the decap as well, but he's going against a 1v1 against Powers. Both players getting crossed out. Powers finally taken down, but the score is in favor of Reciprocity, and it's a massive lead, almost ending over 100 points. Mazer, they have to go, but they have to do it smart. Reciprocity knows they're going to fly at him with shotguns, so they need to pick another avenue, and it's just not working. They're flying in and just getting taken out off the map. A double kill from Franchise, a triple kill from Franchise. Reciprocity are ready for the grand finals.
Estral Esports, if you're out there, get ready, because you got to stop this fire. It's a wildfire. It's Reciprocity. They're looking great as they're looking to punch themselves a ticket to the championship final. Match point right here, right now. Rushies is standing up and screaming, and Reciprocity is looking near perfect.
Mazer on that side. haven't really heard enough. Haven't heard any noise, not even enough, then any noise at all from that side. They completely came out and just looked flat here. The first 3 maps were, or at least the second 2 maps were Mazer winning the first 2 rounds, in it to the end, especially on Vasgar. It was a nice back and forth action. But coming into the training grounds right here, it just seems like nothing is going their way as somebody's doing the electric slide. A little bit of moonwalk action.
Oh, yeah.
As
Oh,
we
yeah.
rewind.
I like the little backwards
I thought we were about
replay.
to see
You know?
Franchise. We saw what happened in Rewind. Franchise triple kill, 3, 2, 1 into the next round.
And I know Franchise used to post videos on game battles of him dancing, you know, leaning, doing all sorts of crazy things. Maybe a little moonwalk action. Franchise, bring it back, bud. We missed those days. Let's jump into it. Match point right now. Reciprocity looking to make their way to the championship final. Morty gets taken out. That's a good way to start. Icy with first blood. Breaking the ice. Lava tagged up, and they're just backing out. They can't do anything right now as Mazer. The drop shot comes through. It's a double kill, and Reciprocity is getting ready for the grand finals.
They're knocking on the door to Astral's home because they've been waiting in the grand finals for a while. Reciprocity looking to seal the deal here. Sneaky, he's going to fall. They're trying to take out Mortify's next. Oh, but Mortify's, he's making a play, but no, it's stopped quickly. Rushy's with 1 drop shot in his hand. He's choosing to put it away. He's trying to play safe, not explode his teammates, but he's trying to spread this distance. Mazer fighting back, but another double kill from Rushy's with that drop shot. And there you have it. Reciprocity are going to advance to our grand finals.
Franchise in the middle of your screen does it again. He makes it to a grand final, this time with a new roster of Slaying Power. It's powered.